I've been doing this a very long time. Got some haters, but I really don't mind. Cause all they seeing is the lights and the stage, not the sacrifice, nor the price that was paid. I don't say it, I ain't got a perfect life, and every decision I made wasn't always right. There came a time in my life where I had to see that my first ministry was my family.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another Thoughtful Thursday Tales from the Bright Side with Regina Elaine. Good evening. No sound. Ooh, you can't hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, you can hear me? Okay. Good evening, Tawana. You can hear me good. Deaconess Cook said it's better. Good. Elder AC, what about the intro, yo? That's what I'm talking about. I got my brother back at me. I tell you, whether I'm on a live stream or I'm in person, my brother got my back. That was my brother, Elder AC. Y'all catch him on Mondays, Monday meditation. Okay, you can hear now. Awesome. Good. Because you had me worried. Y'all know I ain't seen y'all since last year. So I'm like, don't let me start off the new year with these problems and whatnot. But I'm glad that y'all can hear. I'm so happy that you're able to spend this Thursday with me. For those of you who may be new and you're not commenting or you're watching from the background, welcome to the Healed Soul Life. Listen, God is doing some great things in this ministry. We have an awesome team of moderators. We are growing, we are expanding. So do me a favor, if you hadn't done so yet, I need y'all to go look for the Healed Soul Life community. We are migrating over to that page. So if you currently like the Healed Soul Life page, make sure you go and you like the Healed Soul Life community. Okay. So we're just excited again about what God is doing. Thank you so much for your giving. Those who have tied in financially to help support the vision of Elder Greer to help people heal and serve. That's what it's all about. And what a privilege it is to just be a part of that. I'm going to bring my mic just a little bit, just so I can make sure everybody is good. So yeah, I am so excited to be with you all this week. During these series, I know that y'all have been blessed. What's up, Minister Kenyatta? Thank you for joining in. Listen, she kicked it off on Soul Care Sunday talking about change. To change or not to change. How bad do you want it? All right. And then after that, Elder AC in here talking about the crossover. He's giving us exit strategies. And then my sister Elder Graves gonna come on here last night with the good tea. Did y'all get that tea last night? She talked about deadly distractions. Hello. She said we get caught up in the nibble, y'all. Get caught up in that little bit of nibble. I'm so glad to be back. All week long has been straight fire. They put the pressure on me. They put the pressure on me real hard to come back on mine. Now I don't know why they're gonna set me up like that. I thought they was my sisters and brothers. But I don't know. They kind of set me up for failure. But listen, what we're gonna talk about tonight is embracing the new. New year, y'all know how we do it. New year, we have new goals. We trying to see new versions of ourselves. We have these new ideas. Thank you, sis. Because I don't know. I ain't been on the live stream so long that my nerves, I was like, I'm actually nervous. My goodness. Because thank you. See, y'all hold me down so well. I appreciate y'all. But I'm talking about embracing the new year, new us, new ideas, new goals, new dreams, new aspirations. We're talking about just embracing the new. When I want to talk about embracing the new, as I was thinking about what I want to deal with, and I said, how can we really embrace the new? Whether it's the new version of us, you was too, sis. Okay. wherever it is that we're trying to reach, right? I'm thinking, what are some things that keep us from getting there? Because I don't know about y'all, but every year, I don't wait to the new year, but just in general, I will set certain goals and things for myself. But when they don't get accomplished, it makes me sit back and wonder what happened. What caused me to get off track and off focus. And so obviously when I saw my sister topic last night, I was like, she all in my little Easter speech as I was gonna say. Because one of the main things, the robbers of us getting to that next place, is either some type of distraction, we losing our focus. You get distracted, you ran well. That's one of my favorite scriptures. Listen, you ran well. Who hindered you? What happened? You was doing good, doing what you're supposed to do. You had your momentum build up, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to get you off track and you right back to starting over all the way from scratch. And so this is what I want to talk about tonight, the things that we have to leave. That's why the subtopic is just leave it. Now, we're going to start with the area that the Lord has been really helping me through. I'm still tickled about that nibble. I'm still tickled about that. She's such a trip. Oh my goodness. That tickles me. Deaconess Diana, what's up? And what you said is so key. It is a marathon. It is not a sprint. One of the things that the Lord has helped me through, trying to embrace this new version of me. First of all, I had to come into agreement that that's who I wanted to be. One of the things I had to leave, because we're talking about just leave it. I had to leave the insecurities. One of my biggest issues was, let me say it like that, is I'm not like everybody else. I don't flow like none of my sisters or brothers. I don't flow like my leaders. I feel like I'm on an aisle all by myself. That's just how I wired. And it would just intimidate me and cause insecurities. Not that I'm trying to be like them, but when it comes to measuring up, you want to make sure if you on this team, if I'm on the Heal Soul Live team, I need to make sure that what I bring to the table is going to be something that adds value. But one of the things that would stop that or stop me from being in my reaching my potential is that I can't measure how other people do what they do. I had to come into agreement of, God, I believe this is what you placed in my life. I believe there's a call on my life. And I want that. What you require of me, I never forget, my bishop says this all the time. The only thing that God requires of you is your best. He ain't said you had to be like this person. You had to be like that person. Whatever it is that he placed in you, that's what he's looking for the return on. Listen, when he gave out them talents, he ain't saying, listen, the one I gave you 2, I want you to come back with 10, just like the one I gave 5. He ain't said that. He said, I gave you 2, you double that, you get the same, well done. The thing he have an issue with is when we have our insecurities and we say, they got 5-star quality, they got a 2-star quality, I got 1, so I'm just gonna hide mine. I ain't even gonna get out here. Ain't no need for me to make you shame. I ain't no need for me to make myself shame. Blessings, Minister Kelly. How are you? That's it, Sister Tawana. He doesn't ask us to be anybody but ourselves. So one of the things that we're going to have to just leave if we want to embrace the new is the insecurities. We're going to have to leave the self-doubt. We're going to have to believe that God knew what he was doing when he placed whatever he placed in us. He knew your personality, your makeup, he knew your potential, but we have to be the ones to maximize it. We got to get out the excuse of, I'm not as well versed in the text. I will never, well, I ain't gonna say never because God can do what he want to do. But I ain't trying to be Bishop and AC with that text. Come on. Listen, I look at them like this here. I say, how did you see that in that? Like, how did you even get that? I don't even get how you got that. That's their grace. Brother Ed, what's up? That's the grace that the Lord gave them. One thing I believe I am called to is people and telling them about the love of Jesus. He allowed me to go through situations that other people didn't go through, so that when that one is broken and they need to hear about the love of Jesus, he allowed me to experience things that when I share it, the conviction and the passion, they can't do it like I can. You see what I'm saying? And that's the same thing about you. Certain things that God has called you to do, there will be no one who could do it like you can. Could be other people doing the same thing that you do. Their flavor not going to be like yours. Their audience may not be like yours. But every joint supplies. We all are needed in the body. So to embrace the new, man, just leave that insecurity. Leave that old mindset. The word of God tells us we have to let the mind of Christ be in us. Our mind, and because of maybe our makeup, our surroundings, what we have been exposed to, our mind will tell us that this is beyond my reach. Can we just leave the excuses? But while we're embracing the new, can we leave the excuses as well? I don't know that I don't have the same opportunities. It's people out here that make opportunities. I don't care that you don't have a stage. You know how many billions of people are in the world? I know you ain't waiting for a pulpit. I'm just saying. Nobody can take that from you. You know, you can get on here and go on Zoom, honey. If the Lord gave you something to say, and who is for, I'm just saying. If you feel that's what you're called to do, I saw it earlier, cultivate it. Don't hide behind an excuse. We leaving that. I don't talk well. Come on here, Moses. I stutter. Wasn't that Joe who's you always stuttering, stuttering? Oh, I promise I'm saved, but y'all, I used to love me some music. But I'm saved for real, and I love the Lord. I really do. But the minister Joe said you always stutter. Yes, he did. But that's not, you can't, that's right. I know that's right. But we got to get past these excuses. If I'm on the same team as somebody, say for instance, Elder Graves, they bought up in this. They experienced supernatural when they kids. This stuff is second nature for them. The Bible talks about how you're foolish to kind of compare yourself to others and other people's experiences. Why would I do that? In embracing this new, I want what God has for Regina Elaine. I can't say, give me what Minister Kelly supposed to get. Give me what Deaconess Cook supposed to get. Give me what Elder AC supposed to get. Look like they called over here. I want some of that. I want what he has for me. That should be your declaration. You should want whatever he has for you. Insecurities can become excuses. You are correct. Deaconess Diana says some of the people who make the greatest impact is not done from the pulpit. Lord knows that's the truth. I saw a video. I sent it to my daughters. There's this guy from North Carolina. He's a barber. He out here in these streets cutting people hair, giving them free haircuts and encouraging them. I told my daughters, I said, now that's ministry. That's what I'm talking about. He out here doing one-on-one life, using his gift, his talent. He ain't got a microphone. He got some clippers. But he's using his gift and his talent to make a difference. What's our excuse? Why we can't embrace the new? Because we holding on to all these other stuff that don't even make sense. It ain't the people who already saved and all that who need to know God. It's the people who don't have hope. That's why I love this platform about people being healed, because I know what it's like to be broken. I don't have time to compete. I'm trying to tell somebody that you ain't got to stay broken no more. I'm telling somebody I'm a witness that from, how they used to say it, the guttermost to the uttermost, Jesus saved. It's not no place too low that he can't reach. I see, Deaconess, sometimes we see others with gifting and talents, and we have not no idea what. Oh, don't even let me go there with the cost. Uh, Come on here, CC. She's saying you ain't know the cost. Listen, don't be trying to judge me because I took all this oil that you think costs a lot of money, and you see me putting it on the Savior feet and drying it with my hair. You don't know the cost, honey. You don't know what he did for me. You don't know. You can't judge how I'm doing things because I know. If nobody else don't know, I know what he did for me. I know where he bought me from. You can call it fanatic. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can say she talk about the Jesus stuff too much. Why she always posting this? Because listen, if you know where he bought me from, if you know what I had to endure, if you knew what he keeping me in right now, in the moment, where I could have lost all peace of mind, but he keeps me with peace. Why would I not want to tell somebody else, listen, I don't care what you're going through right now. And the way he gave it to me, I'm going to straight up give it to you. This silver and gold, I ain't got it for you. Come on here, boys. I ain't got that. I might not be the one to be able to write you that check, but such as I have, let me go on and give this to you. You're going to sleep good tonight. By the time I finish telling you what Father can do, what he did for me, you'll rest well. So many people have all the money in the world and they don't have no peace. What good is that? But such as I have, that's what I'm going to give to you. Listen, I made a declaration sometime last year, I think it was. We still talking about embracing the new. I said, from this day forward, it's going to be peace throughout my life. Now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but just because you make affirmations, confessions, declarations, that don't mean the stuff you know it's going to stop. I'm just trying to help you. I don't know if you knew that or not. Now, I ain't want you to be fooled. You know, when people tell you to confess this over your life, that you think stuff just gone and it's done. But you have to contend for what you said. I was talking to the Father about some stuff. And the more I declared peace, when I tell you stuff from every side that was smooth, started erupting, volcanoes everywhere, just blowing up, stuff blowing up. And I said, God, I had said, and I meant what I said. There's going to be peace in my life, and I'm not letting nothing rob it. Just as clear as day, stop giving it access. I said, you ain't got to say that, no, but that's it. I ain't need to hear nothing else. They can't take my peace if I don't give it to them. I'm control of that. I control what's going to make me upset, what's going to tick me off, how I'm going to respond. All of that. Listen, I'm embracing the new. The foolishness, I'm leaving that. You know why? Because this is what I noticed. I made some things. I told y'all on some lives a while ago. I had lost that spot where I was. At one point, I could sense the presence of God, and he just come in. And life and stuff started happening. The drift happened, and I lost that spot. I messed around and found that spot again. I said, never again. But different things try to happen. And I said, God, I made a promise to you that never again will something take me out of this place. And see, this is one thing you have to know. If you're serious about the call or responsibility, like even just being a believer, being a good example, you know what I'm saying? that somebody can follow. He tells us we have to have clean hands and a pure heart. I'm not letting nothing or no one get me to a place where my hands are dirty and my heart ain't clean. I'm not effective. So when I say I'm protecting my peace at all costs, all of the foolishness, I'm leaving it. Unnecessary arguments, leaving it. My peace is too important. The call is too great. Anything that tries to separate me, y'all know the word. What's your separator? It named all this stuff. I dare you to put what you're going through. I don't care. No sickness, no bills, no drama, no situations. Nothing is going to separate me. Nothing is going to get me out of my spot. And the enemy's job is to try it. He ain't going to just let you have what you say, but he's going to bring oppositions. The thing is, how are you going to respond? This is a part of me embracing the new. So if last year, last month, or whatever, you know this used to tee you off and you'll fly off the handle, then you need to safeguard yourself and make sure you're in a position where there's no access for that to happen. You know, if you know that the enemy, hey, big brother, y'all, my big brother on here. Hey, big brother. If you know that, that threw me out because I knew my brother's going, yeah, I'm one of them little baby sisters. He called me baby girl and stuff. So it made me all warm and fuzzy inside when he on here. But anyway, if you know that the enemy used to get you with intimidation, that's when you talk even more. If he tell you, you know, you can't get before the people and speak, Joyce Mighty say, do it afraid. Every time Bishop asks me to share or speak, I tell you, that is the most terrifying thing that I have ever experienced. The microphone just be doing like that. And I be holding on to the pulpit, and I feel like if I let it go, I'm going to drop before all the people. I just be shaking. But I made up in my mind that I won't give him an excuse, because it's his job to apply the pressure to get out of me what God put in me. So it's uncomfortable. I can make an excuse, but I do it. It's uncomfortable having all eyes on you, and you know your peers be in the class with you like, oh, they go, she didn't do that. She did. Oh, that's an X. You know you're being graded, right? But it's all, and that's what community is for. It's all in love, because we walking this thing out together. That's why relationships, and I heard Elder Graves say that on one of her things, relationships are key. When we get to the part where we all, most of us, we trying to go to the next place. We want something new. Even if you ain't had nothing bad going on in your life, you always want to grow and do better. If we can all get in the mindset that we're helpers to one to the other, and we find that sense of community, then we all can basically do what this platform says. We can heal and serve together. Everybody can go in their lane and do what they do. Accountability, key. Accountability tells me, okay, you ain't been on, you know you're scared of talking in front of people. You ain't been on in 2 months. What's up? I think you're going back in the hole again. We have to leave that. Make some of y'all mad. All these excuses. The biggest thing, especially for us leaders, sub-leaders, serving. Key. Serving helps you to become who you really called to be. How can you expect your own? Lord, it's quiet. I don't see no digital, nothing. It's quiet in here. Lord, even the crickets ain't saying amen. So wait, amen, Pablo. Maybe Pablo down there saying amen. I don't know. He down there quiet. Can we leave that? I'm talking about embracing the new. Can we put somebody else stuff? Oh Lord. Can we serve and not make the excuses? As you serve, God is opening up the doors you and unlocking stuff inside of you. As you serve, the things I do right now, I tell all you the stuff I do right now, I've learned because a demand was put on me to do it. Y'all see my own little show to the side. I started by getting my bishop stuff right. Then I start using it for myself. I get to hear his sermons, his words, teachings over because you're editing it, you're cutting it, not knowing God is trying to unlock something in me. And I'm like, Lord, you so good. You never know what he has in for you down the line. So that's why when these tasks and stuff come, we have to embrace that. Like I said, all these excuses, we have to leave it. Y'all know the parable in the Bible about dinner, right? When the man made the feast, come on, Bible scholars. And he told a little servant to go out and find people to come. What they did? Excuse. Honey, I just bought some land. I got to go see about the land that I just bought. I can't come. Well, I just bought some ox. I got to go make sure I got my money worth. You're going to have to catch me on the next round. Well, I just got married. It's honeymoon. I'm about to be booed up. That's what Elamar say. She said she booed up, honey. They say I'm booed up, child. I ain't got time. Now, we've been serving God faithfully. Y'all don't want me to go there. Y'all want me to just leave that? That's one thing. I ain't going to leave it. We were serving God faithfully, doing our little intercessions, making sure we there for the programs. And then when God start doing it, Lord, I'm still talking about embracing the new. We forget the stuff that got us there. Can we leave that? Can we just leave that? Can we leave that where it was? What I'm trying to tell you is this is an opportunity. I ain't here. I can't talk about nobody. That ain't what I'm here for. I'm here with a mirror saying, here, I'm passing out the mirrors to everybody and say, look at yourself, because I'm looking at Regina. What can I do better? How did I fall off? And I ain't gonna lie to you. I've just been giving God all kinds of excuses. I said, listen, you know what I got on my plate? You know what I have going on? You know this, you know these situations. But I mean, we cannot forsake definitely giving him his time. And I will tell him, I am tired. We get straight amnesia. Tired. That's why I can't study. I can't do this because I just can't focus. I got so much going on. Those are excuses. Because one thing I found when I wanted to do other stuff, honey, I made the time to do it. Real talk. I'll be at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning making sure I got done what I wanted to get done. Why is it that we slight the things of God? Why doesn't we give that just as much urgency? Why doesn't that come higher up on our list? Lord have mercy. I'm just saying. Why? Why we can't steal away? We can steal away anytime else. Why we can't steal away for that time with him? If we want to embrace the new, if we saying, God, I want more of you. You know, we love to say it, less of me, more of you. How that's going to happen? I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to happen. It's going to take work and effort. Going back to what Minister Murphy said, how bad do you want it? That's all to it. How bad you want it? If you have these people who they say they're going to be in the NBA, they're going to be in the NFL, do you know what that requires? It's that when they classmates chilling, they on somebody court, they on somebody field. They having a team, no sleep. These people trying to get their doctorates and all of that, I salute them. They up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning writing papers because they said they want it. How bad do you want what you said you want? It's good to make a goal, but how bad do you want it? Do you just have it on your wall? I have stuff on my wall right now in the office. I got little post-it notes, little sticky notes, some with my affirmations, some with different things on the wall. But what am I going to do to make sure that they don't just stay something on the wall? What am I willing to invest to make sure I become what I said I am on that paper? What sacrifices am I going to make to make sure that it's just not a declaration or a confession, but it's a becoming? You got to put in the work. The excuses, we leaving it. The old mindset, can we just leave that? I don't care if it ain't work out in times past. I don't care if you tried before and you fail. I don't care if you can't get. I'm not a hooper. I can't. I ain't gonna try. Hooping is not me. I can't do the hooping stuff. Just like I'm talking to y'all right now, that's how I talk. You can ask my sisters and brothers that go to my church. I talk. That's what I do. The excuses, I'm leaving it. Because what I have to say, hey, they can get it without me having a hoop. This just me. I have urban tendencies. That's my flow. That's what it is. Now, I know in certain settings, let me just throw this out here. I do make sure that I try to present myself based on the circle of the room that I'm in. But I'm saying when I'm just comfortable, in settings like this, then my English might be a little broken. I might use a little bit of ebonics, But I understand too that if I want to go into some other doors, I'm going to have to put some work in. Or else the only door or avenue that I can be in, I can't use that as an excuse. So I can't just say urban is who I am. That's my flow. That's me. That's good for just my little area. But what if God's telling me, I get that, but I want to take you here too? And you still can keep you, but I need you to present it a different way. Are you up for the challenge? I'm just saying. Will you make the excuse and say, this is who I am, this is who I always been, is what it is? Or will you say, God, I'm up for the challenge? And whatever it is you ask me to do, then I'm willing to do it. It will be uncomfortable. But I believe it was Paul who said he became all things to all men so he can win some. Preparation, that is so true. Preparation, it is necessary. I truly believe this. If we would just do our part and do the effort, we can say that's something we're not comfortable doing, or we may not even know how to do. But as we make the effort to do it, I believe that God will just open up our understanding and give us grace to do what we thought we couldn't do. If you would have caught me just a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. People still don't believe it, that I'll be sitting here talking about a Jesus anything. I remember the first time I told somebody I was in the minister's class. It's called app class at my ministry. He said, I know you lied. I know you lied. I said, this is something here. And for a long time, that stopped me from even applying myself. I ain't even tried as much as I could, because in my mind, I was like, I don't know why I'm in here. Like for real. They said it was a joke. I said, yeah, it was a joke. People telling me they can't see it. I said, well, yeah, I can't see it either, you know. And then to fast forward to now, I was like, my God, if I really would have came into agreement with you sooner, there's no telling what you would have done or where I would be at this point. But I got to a point that I am just in total agreement with God. Whatever it is you want for me, however that look, whatever rooms you want to put me in, I'm not intimidated about the room. I'm not intimidated about who's sitting at the table. I'm just telling you, let me study on how I need to conduct myself in this setting so that when that door opens, I can walk in with confidence. I can walk in knowing I'm supposed to be there because you called me there. Can we leave the mindset that that room ain't for me? Can we just leave the idea that certain things are not meant for us to have? And get in an agreement and embrace that God, whatever you want to do in me, you may be the first one in your generation, in your family, in your circle to ever even be exposed to that. And maybe he's doing that so you can expose them. Because God is saying it's greater and it's more. But you can't be scared of the door. Oh, we leaving that. We leaving the excuses. We leaving the intimidation. And y'all know we got to leave that fear. Honey, fear will rob you. Fear is a thief and a robber. It'll rob you. So much potential. And we won't even try because we're afraid of failure. A lot of things I didn't try because I didn't want people to say, I told you that wasn't you to start with. I knew you was going to fail because you're trying to do something that you ain't supposed to do. God said, I didn't ask for it. I'm under the leadership of my ministry. They said they see something in me. I believe what God said. All I need is, you said it. I'm not going, and that's not something that I said. I never said I wanted or do it. But you said that's what I got in me. Let's go for it. If that's what you said, who am I to disagree with the creator of the universe, the sovereign God? If he said, I put this stuff inside of you, who am I to tell Almighty you made a mistake? You must have got the wrong person. Please. Instead of saying that, I've learned to say thank you. What a privilege it is that you would entrust this with me. And now, let me do my part. If you thought enough to me to place it in, and we all have something. When you leave off this live tonight, you leave knowing every single one of us, we have a purpose, we have a skill, we have a gift, we have an ability. It is up to us whether we're going to embrace it or we're going to let fear, intimidation, uncertainty, all of that steal and rob us of what he said that we can have. New year. It is a new opportunity for you to pick up what you put down. This is your new opportunity for you to pursue purpose. Listen, when Elijah went to go anoint Elisha, he said, bet, you ain't got to tell me nothing but one time. Oh, I wish we all could be like that. He said, hold, before you go, let me take care of the family real quick. Let me break this here plow up. I'm gonna make that a fire. Let me cook this here ox, make sure my family fed. We out. What's up? He went to pursue his purpose. He believed in what was spoken over his life so much that he told Elijah, I don't care where you're trying to go. Wherever you go, I'm gonna be right behind you because my purpose locked up in you. The one came and put the mantle on me and told me I was chosen. Listen, wherever you go, I'm right behind you. I don't care what you try to say. No, you got to stay here now. As long as my soul lives here, wherever you go, I'm going. Look at the people who got blessed by doing that. Oh, Lord. Come on here, Ruth. Did she not say the same thing to Naomi? I ain't mad at, what's the other one name? Oprah? Whatever name her? The other little daughter-in-law. I ain't mad at her. She chose to do her little thing. But Ruth said, listen, wherever you go, I feel my purpose is locked up. I'm pursuing the purpose. I don't care that, I'm leaving everything behind. My mindset is your people gonna be my people. I don't know about this God that you serving, but he gonna be my God. Pursuing after purpose. What if we could be that determined that say, come what may, whatever I have to shed off and leave behind so that I can embrace. Oh, so many people. I just thought about Abraham. You got, leave it behind, leave it. Because what's ahead of you is just so much greater. That day you got to leave. So that you can have and experience what it is that God has for you ahead and embrace what he has. Don't fight against what he's trying to do in your life, but embrace it. If you have to do it afraid, do it. Go after it. If you have to order books, I wish I could switch around my camera and show you the books that I got. Just trying to become knowledgeable because somebody said it's something in me. So I'm trying to do my part. I am reading, I'm studying, I'm praying so that whatever God want to do, my part is done. So that when he come back and say, hey, I gave you the talent, what you did with it? I ain't gonna say I didn't see that in me. I just, you know how I came up, Lord. I didn't feel like, there's other preachers in my family. I ain't one. When I have to stand before him, I want to be able to say everything that I did my best. I didn't half do it. I gave you 100%. That's my goal. That's what I want y'all to have for y'all goal. As y'all embrace this new, embrace a new mindset, embrace a new way of thinking, embrace a new way of moving. Honey, if you have to leave things to the side, we talked about leaving fear, leaving doubt, leaving insecurities. If you have to take back access, if you have to change your surroundings, listen, whatever it takes. Sometimes you just got to leave it in order to pursue purpose. And you never know, because God may have you go back. But y'all know how to say, y'all, everybody know the story. When they say you're on the airplane, what they say, honey, save yourself. Put your mask on. You breathe, huh? Had the breath of life, you breathe. And after you experience the breath of life, after he done resuscitated you, after he done started you on your way, then your little neighbor that's sitting next to you going to help them breathe too. Help bring them out of darkness. Help bring them out of insecurities. Help bring them out of that fear. Help bring them out of them struggles. Because you're an example. Nothing special about you. You ain't born with a silver spoon. You don't have the best pedigree and education, but God still saw fit to use you. And if he can do it for you, see, that's what I'm banking on. I'm coming. My heart is for all the downtrodden and the outcasts. I got a special place. I got a special place for them because I want to show them. I want to become so I can show them I was no different than you. There is not the only difference between you and I is that I was filled with the Spirit of God and he matured me and grew me to this point. And he gives the same access to you. This too could be your life if you choose to receive it. And leave the old you, the old man. Y'all know the word. Old things are passed away. We leaving that. Paul said, those things that are behind me, I got to forget it. Listen, that stuff that's behind you, honey, it try to keep up and try to hold you there in bondage. But you got to forget that stuff behind you. You got to leave it there. You got to leave it so that you can run what's before you. You can't get what's before you if you keep looking around seeing what's going on back here. Honey, that is done. I don't even know who that's for. That is a done deal. You can't control nothing that's going on back here. Whatever happened back there that happened is done. At this point, we got to move forward. Ain't no need to look at the spilt milk. Clean it up. And let's keep it going. I told my girls a long time ago, and I'm about to, how they say in the church, I'm about to close. I don't even do the structure right, so y'all know how that goes. But I told my girls before, now this is before we got to where we are right now, but I used to feel bad. And I used to feel like they used to kind of hold, the stuff I did because they went through a lot. But I was being, changing, and I was evolving and whatnot. And I would feel so bad. It's like they would bring up what they went through. And I would try to just to compensate, like try to fix, always try to fix. And I was like, I came to the conclusion, I can't change what happened when y'all was young. Listen, I can't change that. All I can do is apologize and try to be a better mother now there. But I can't keep rehearsing what all happened back then. I can't keep going through that and taking myself through, beating myself up all over again. I can't change it. Can y'all just leave that? Those of you who dealt with a past, can y'all leave it where it is? Because you can't. It is what it is. The only thing that you can do now is make it better going forward or pay it forward. But you can't keep going back, beating yourself up about something from years and years ago. Honey, just leave that. That didn't disqualify you for what God is wanting to do in your now, in your new. You can't hold on to both. Either you're going to enjoy the grace and the liberty of God, or you're going to stay in defeat and condemnation. You can't do both. Not and thrive. Make the choice. Make the decision to choose the newness. It's yours. Enjoy it. Don't be ashamed of it and feel like you can't be happy and enjoy life. I don't even know why I'm going here. That you can't enjoy this new life. Honey, enjoy your new Holy Ghost saved filled life and live and become all that God has called you to be. Lord knows that's what I'm doing. I made up in my mind, honey, I'm about to live. I am living my best life. Okay? Everything that God even whispered that I can have, I want it. I want everything in the word that said I can have. Everything he said he put in me, I want it. I want to be wherever door he opened. I want to walk in it. Whatever table he said I'm supposed to sit down to, I'm going to sit right there. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. That's wisdom. Now I ain't gonna go in the door and be open my mouth. I'm gonna be thankful to be in the door. I would be quiet so I can learn and absorb and be poured into, until it's time for me to speak. But I'm gonna thank God for the door, and I'm gonna walk in there like I'm supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to embrace it. I'm embracing the new. I'm walking in the newness of life. I'm going to have peace in my home. I'm having peace in my marriage. I'm having peace at the job. Why? Because that's what I carry in me. And I have the audacity to believe what God said. His spirit rules every spirit. Everything got to come under subjection to the power of God. Everything. Everything has to bow. So I don't care what tries to erupt, when my emotions try to erupt. And I try to get into my feelings. I said, not so. Because I don't have to. Just because you give me the invitation, honey, I ain't got to accept it. I ain't going to ride with you. Now, I'll ride. My homies and stuff know that when it comes to ride, you need me to ride. Now, I will ride. But unnecessary foolishness, I don't have to accept that. So when the enemy come knocking on your door with stuff, you don't have to accept it. As my pastor, Kamisha Parrott, would say, return to sender. Put the stamp on it, send that right on back. Wrong address, honey. Wrong one. You meant the house down the street must be, because you ain't meant right here, because we don't accept those packages. Return to sender. RTS with the arrow. All right? All right. I ain't gonna hold y'all no more tonight. It's almost 9 o'clock, but I hope that you were encouraged on tonight. And leave here knowing the things that you're gonna leave, right? We just gonna leave it. We're gonna embrace our new. That stuff that try to come up in our ear, what? We gonna just leave it. Those talks of doubt, fear, insecurity, we leaving that. The old mindset that you can't have and that you can't become, we leaving that. I don't care who didn't have it. I don't care if you ain't seen it done in your family. I don't care if you just saw somebody you was watching a YouTube and something quickened in your spirit and said that it's going to be you. You need to have a hunger for it and say you want it. And you will be determined to go get whatever it is that he had. LaQuanta, what's up? Yeah, that's my coworker. She cool people. I love her so. But you have to embrace whatever it is that he has for you. And you have to want it. And you have to change your mind that you can have it and that you're supposed to have it. The earth is the Lord. I'm really closing for real. I get that from my bishop. He closed about 6 times. The earth is the Lord. The fullness thereof, everything that's within it. We have access. He's our Father. And the Word of God tells us if your earthly father want to give you good things, how much more does your heavenly Father want to give you, but he's not going to force it on you. He's not going to make you take it. You have to embrace it. You have to come into agreement with him and say, whatever you have for me, I'm going after it. I'm chasing after it. I'm doing my part. So that as you line it up, because he already in there lining up. He opened the doors. He putting the names of people, your name in people's heart. He making the moves. All we have to do is be ready. You gonna tell them, snitches. Snitches end up in ditches. Yes, they do. They end up in ditches. Don't do that. Don't do that, elder. See, the saints are trying to snatch you right out of the spirit. But I shall maintain my peace. You see how quick the enemy tried to come in? I had just said, ain't nothing taking my peace. And look at the snitch. The snitch trying to come in and rob it. Just like the enemy. What the word say about the enemy? As soon as the word released, he right there waiting, trying to get your word. He right there trying to rob it. But we have to have the tenacity to hold on to the word that was spoken. And hold on to the promises of God. Pursue your promise. Pursue your purpose. All right? He is a snitch, deaconess. But I love y'all. Listen, thank y'all so much. Again, if you have not yet joined the Heal Soul Life community, make sure you do that. We have awesome moderators all week mostly that has something to share, positive things throughout the week so we can heal and serve together. So make sure, oh yes, prayer. This Saturday, thank you, I forgot. This Saturday, the team will be having prayer and intercession. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Y'all hear us talking about our bishop all the time. That's him right there. That's my daddy, y'all. That's my spiritual dad, Bishop Carl Diedrich Parrott. Yes. So give him good reports about me. You know, if you happen to say you should be so proud of your daughter. I need them points because Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Oh, he be hard on us, y'all. Oh, Jesus. But anyhow, I saw your daughter. You should be so proud of her. You know, she used to be shy. She out here doing great things. And maybe he'll stop calling me to do stuff so I can stop shaking. I tell you, I'll be on the pulpit like this. He'll say, you ready? I said, no, sir. No, sir. I'm not ready. But the trick is, I'm going to tell you this last trick, and I'm going to go with my leader. For those of y'all who may be newer to the ministry, if you know you're scared of something, he's going to make you do it. So the best thing is to say, you're not scared Or try to fake your way through and he'll leave you alone. But if he see you shaking, he gonna get it out of you. That's a nugget. All right. I love y'all Heal Soul Life family. Listen, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, hit that bell, join us here during the week. I love y'all. God bless.